Hello YouTubers, this is Optimus Prime G1 and I'm coming at you today from my Skyblock realm. And what I did, I put together a nice little Skyblock area for us all to replace my last Skyblock one, because the last one there were some issues and we couldn't get some of the updates, and with new leather coming out, I think it would be nice to have that even in with the Skyblock. Now Nether will not be Skyblock, Nether is normal Nether, only the overworld is Skyblock. So let's go take a look at what we have here. Now you'll see right here, we're in my hub. In my hub we have, you can go left or right. To the left is your new player. That's where new players will go. They'll go and stand on the new player thing and take a new player world. The existing players will go over to the existing player area. And you just stand there and it takes you to your, home. So the new players will go here. And the reason for the existing players is because if your bed gets destroyed, then your spawn point will get destroyed, and this is the spawn of the world. So let's come back here. And in order to get back to your place, you have to stand on the plate there, and that'll take you to your original spawn point. Now that's your original spawn point of your island. So if you have built over that spawn point a little bit to where you originally spawned, which is at level 67, at the center point of your island, your starter island that is, you'll if you build over that area where you start at, then you will end up inside a wall when that teleports you. So just be careful when you're building in your area that you don't build over top of that. You leave a little bit of space, maybe make that a designated area for you to return to. Otherwise, it will put you in a wall, and then you'll die and end up spawning on top of your build. So that's something to keep in mind. So starter, you'll go over here to start. It says new players, start here for island. And that'll teleport you to your brand new island, and that'll get you started. Now, here I am on one of the starter islands. Now, I just picked a random island. This is not my actual island, I don't believe. So I just picked a random one. And what we have here, you have all of your stuff set up. You have a nice tree, a nice grass area. You have some dirt. You have some other odds and end blocks on your starter island. You also come with a chest. Inside your chest, you'll have leather armor, you'll have meat, and you'll have two blocks of ice and a lava bucket. Now with the blocks of ice, you use those to make your infinite water source, and then you take from your infinite and you pour your lava where you want to start your cobble generator, and then you take the bucket and scoop some of the water out of your infinite water source to put that with lava to make your cobble generator. And that's how you would get started with that. This is your starter island. This is where you'll be till you actually branch out of here and get over to the not starter islands, but the resource islands. And resource islands will have some other things for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so now here we are at the starter island area, or resource island area. And the resource island area is the area that's in the middle of the world. It's actually the original center of the world. It's 0, 0 out to 250 in each direction. So 0, 0, 250, 0, 0, minus 250, minus 250, 0, well, not 0, 0 because 0 is down there, but you get the idea. So it's minus 250 to 0, 0 to minus 250, 250 to 0, and 0 to 250. So that's basically how it works. And here you'll have, this is not a cobblestone generator, this is a generator that generates blocks. We will start by having it generate with clay. So if you do the clay, it'll put more clay there. And I will change this randomly. Sometimes it'll be clay, sometimes it'll be some other block, just to make it easier to get other kinds of blocks. That's pretty much what that is for. And that's for the blocks that are not going to be sold at the block area. And that's what that's for. And that's why not all the blocks are over at that area. It's because some of them, there's no point in selling them if we can just make a mining area for them. So that's what that's for. And all these islands will be updated every now and then. So don't build on these islands, because anything that's built on these islands will be removed when I do update to them. Like if somebody builds on these, it gets updated with the original configuration of how this was. So just keep that in mind. So that's what that island is over there. That's your generator for your block generator. I'm not going to call it a clay generator because it's not always going to be clay. Here you get other blocks, like here you get the coral, You get coral fans. You get the sea cucumbers and the kelp. And you have your jungle trees, your cocoa beans, your sugar cane, your cactus. I don't know, I couldn't think of the word cactus. Yeah, so that's what you get here. The next island is our dark oak island. Now, animals will spawn here. So you may see animals when you come on these or not. I don't know. These don't have anything on there to keep things from spawning on here. This is the dark oak island. And here we have, of course, dark oak. Here is all the other kinds of wood. I believe it's all the other kinds. I think we have the birch, we have the oak, and then I believe we have acacia as well, but I don't know for sure. I don't see acacia, so I'm not sure if we have acacia. If not, we can always add that in. It's no big deal. But we also have the bee's nest. Now, I did not put the bees inside the bee's nest because they do have a habit of just flying off into the void. So what I did here, I did put some bee eggs, and like I said, these islands will re-update. So if somebody takes bee eggs out of here, this will populate with more bee eggs to give other people a chance to get some of the bee eggs. There are the hives here. Well, you could take the hives as well if you want, because they'll be put back on here when the island gets repopulated again. So yeah, the resource islands are always going to be reconfigured. So yes, please try to replant if you can, because I'm not sure how often I'm going to update those. So just try to be conscious and replant the stuff you do take. But they are going to be re-updated. So these are the main 4 islands for the resource islands. Just generic stuff that you can get from the resource islands. Now, that doesn't include the potatoes and carrots yet, but we'll go there. We'll get to that. Actually, I probably should put like a farm island as well, which I might add on a farm island in the middle there. That's just a farm island to get some of the farm stuff. Now, inside here, this is where you go to buy and sell stuff. If you see the money thing on the side of my screen there, that's why I took myself out of the view where you couldn't see that. Because what it is, when you buy and sell stuff, you sell your smooth stone. So you get cobblestone, you have to change it into stone, and then change that into smooth stone. Then you sell it here for 10. You come over here, you want dirt, you have to buy, you get 16 for 10. So that helps expand your dirt on your island a little bit. Then you have sand over here, you get 8 for 20. And then gravel is, you get 1 for 40. Everything else is 1. You get 1 for this. So 1 for 80 of the coal. You get 1 for 160 of the iron. And these are ores. They're not you get the ores for that. So you get 1 block of gold ore for 320, then the redstone ore for 480, and then 640 is the most expensive one for the diamond. And the way it works is when you sell the stone here, it takes a lump sum of stone out of your inventory. You don't hit this every single time. It takes a lump sum out of your inventory. Now, for each of these where you're buying, you have to hit it each time you're buying. So if you want 16 of these, you got to hit that button 16 times. And the reason I did that is it makes spamming these buttons very hard by doing that. You can spam that button, you're not going to get a bunch of stuff. And I try to make it so you have to hit wait, hit wait, hit wait. So people aren't just standing here trying to spam and trying to get extra diamonds out for when they don't have it in their bank account. So that's the thing. So that's kind of a safety feature that I did there. I know it's going to get annoying for people, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. Now, the other thing we have over here is our villager island. The villager island still has to have more villagers added. We will be adding this as we go. We're going to start out with just simple farmer villagers at first. And for the farmer villagers, you have your wheat villager. He will buy wheat from you and give you stuff. Now, these ones are carrot and potato. We don't have carrots and potatoes available to the players yet to get. So that's something we're going to have to think about too. Is where to put a little farm here where you can get potatoes and carrots to start off with. I may end up changing some of the chests to have that, or maybe I might pop it in some of the inventories of players. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so we'll see what we do. Okay, you'll have access to potatoes and carrots though eventually. You just have to figure out how we're going to do that, because you can also get it from zombies and stuff. If you kill zombies, they drop potatoes and carrots too. or is it witches drop potatoes and they drop the carrots? I forget. One drops potatoes, one drops carrots, but there is ways of getting them. So that's the thing. And we will find a better, like maybe make an island out here with the farms on it for doing that. But these are the resource islands. That's what these are. An animal just fell off the edge of here, which is pretty interesting. Okay. So this is your resource area. Now, what else is going to go in here? Now, this looks very bare because we're going to add stuff as we go along. Like I'm going to build stuff and put it in here as we go along. So this area can be built in by players. I ask you to not to build anything too extravagant because anything you build here will go when the other things get added in here, such as the nether portal, the end portal. I'm going to have hopefully an ocean monument area as well. How I'm going to do that, I don't know for an island yet. I'm still trying to decide. It's most likely going to be a small, little, tiny, just like one room for the ocean monument. Maybe 2 rooms, one for sponges and one for the ocean monument. We don't really need sponges because obviously there's not much water up here. So it'll probably just be like a 1-room thing with like 1 elder guardian and then maybe a spawner underneath that spawns the regular guardians in there. So that's just something I think it was a good way to get prismarine and stuff like that, and sea lanterns. The other way is to sell them in the shop over there. But I think if we put like a ocean monument here, that might be better. So that's just an option. So yeah, there's gonna be other islands added in here. Like I said, we're gonna do a farm for potatoes and carrots probably as well, just to make it a little bit easier to get carrots and stuff. So yeah, that's basically we call this the resource island area. Some people will be closer to some of these islands than other people will be because of it's the way it's starting out. Just like some people will be closer to like the nether when it comes out, or the end when it comes out, or the ocean monument when it comes out. Everybody's going to be closer to something. Some things people are going to be closer to than others. And that's just the nature of the thing. And so it's hard to make everybody the same distance away from everything. So everybody's going to be close to at least one thing, and that's how it's going to be. It's just the easiest way to do it because it's hard to make everybody close to everything. The only other way I could have done it was make a hub where you teleport to and it can teleport you back to your base. I could have done that. I did not. Is that possible in the future? Yes, it's possible. I could do that in the future. Add like a thing to this area where it's a central area where you just spawn in, and then you have to get back to that area to spawn back out. It's possible. So it's not impossible because it uses the same technology as what I use in the main hub where it teleports you to your bases. So it'd be the same thing there. If I decide to do that, that's possible. I'm not saying it's not going to happen right away. It's just something I might think about doing and adding on later. But I really want to get this open and start using because I think this could be lots of fun for everybody. Some people will be close to other people's bases. I'm going to pop a grid on the screen right about now so you can see what else we're going to do here. So on the grid here, you can see that the central area is green. That's 0, 0. Then around it, you have all these other squares. It's in a circular squarish pattern. And each square represents a base. My base is the red one just because I picked that one originally because it was one of the farthest ones out from anything. So that's why I had picked that one. But it's not the furthest one out anymore because we've had so many people have added in here that there's actually people that are further out than me now. So in here you'll see that some people are going to be in the way of getting to the starter islands. So those people have to work with the people whose bases are on the way there, and they'll have to work together to make a path where they can get through so they can get there. Until we get things like Elytra and stuff like that from the end, to make things a little bit easier, we will have to take walking paths and things like that. So, or horses or whatever else. So let's try to make some paths for people to get to places. Like if they have to get from your base area to some other area, work together with them because they can't build in your area. Unless you have me add them onto your area, they cannot build in your area to get past you. So please help them get through your area. That's what I'm asking. Because as you can see here, there are several people that are going to be on the outer edge. Right now there's only 2, but if we get more people joining, there'll be more people on the outer edge. So we want to make sure we give plenty of room for these people to go get through and get to the center islands for the resources, just like we want to get to the resources as well. So let's all work together. Now, like I said again, in the center area, you are able to build in the center area, but new things will be added in there. So don't build anything too extravagant because it could possibly be destroyed when the new stuff gets put in. And I don't want people getting upset that their builds go, but I want to let you know ahead of time this is going to happen. So if you're just building something, just build walkways and things like that for now, just to get you through the areas. Because when the new builds go in there, they're going to they're going to destroy what you had, what you built fancy in that area. So please try not to build in that area. Keep the building in your own area. The other thing you do is if you see somebody on here that's a neighbor that you want to try to maybe merge bases together with it at some point, you could have me add people onto your base for you so that they can build in your area, and we can add you on their base area, and you can build in their area to make one huge base. It's possible. Right now, the bases are like 500 by 500, not exactly because it's a circle area, not a square area. So it's a all circular areas. It's not square areas like you can see here. It's all square, but it'll be circle areas. You have to think of the corners of the circle of the square being cut off by the circle going around. So your area that you have where nobody else can build is going to be in a circle. You have that whole base area is technically yours, but the only place that they won't be able to build is in your circle. So, and same for you with somebody else's area. So just try to be considerate of your neighbor, and if you need, try not to go over your square area. Like say you're at the 500 area, you're technically going from 500 to 750 in each direction. So try not to actually, I think it's 200, I think it's 500 to 750 and 500 to 250, if I remember right, if that's a correct calculation. So if you're doing that, try not to go into 751. Try to keep it into your border, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say keep it in your border. Try not to go over the edge. Like, you're not going to be able to go over directly through the center, but over the corners where the circle gets cut off, you could end up going over. Just try not to. Try to do your best to stay in the area that's designated to you. I do have mods and admins on this, so they will help me out if there are disputes about land claim and stuff like that. But hopefully we won't have that. There's not a lot of people on here, so there's enough small amount of people on here that we should be able to work together to figure things out. So it should be lots of fun. I really want to see you all here, and I really do want to have lots of fun with you all. This should be fun. I'm hoping I explained everything to you, because this should be lots of fun. Let's go back to the main area one more time. Now, I kept this area as plain and simple as could be, because this is going to be just for starting out. There's no point in having a huge, lots of stuff in this area, because this is only for starting out. This is only for getting you going. There's no reason to have too much stuff going on in here. So just remember, when you start out, you'll go to the left for your starter base, and once you're in, you go to the right, and it takes you right to your base. And as you can see, it's just normal survival. If I take myself off, you see it puts me in survival. Even though I am the owner of the realm, it puts me in the survival as well. So I'm in the same situation you guys all are. I have the same stuff you guys have. We all have the same stuff in our inventories. Like I said, I might put carrots somewhere, or potatoes somewhere. I'm not sure. Or I might just put a chest on one of the islands that has potatoes and carrots in it. Might be on the maybe one of the other worlds, on one of the other islands, like the Dark Oak Island or something. Maybe I'll have a chest of carrot and potato in there, just so you can get that going and get some farms going. Or I might make an actual farm area that has that stuff in there, like the watermelons and things like that as well. I don't know. I haven't figured out all the nuances, because if I take time to figure out all the nuances, I'll never get this open and we'll never be playing it. And I know a lot of people are jumping at the chance of wanting to play in this. I'm hoping it's as good as you are looking for. I mean, you're starting out with a small island, but you can make this island bigger by just getting your cobblestone generator going and getting your stone built up, and then you can buy dirt later once you get over to the other areas to get the dirt. Yeah, so just remember, as you're mining your cobblestone, don't forget to turn it into stone and then turn that into smooth stone. You have to smelt it once. You have to smelt the cobble once into stone, and then you smelt the stone and then turn that into smooth stone, and that is what you will sell at the district area, the selling area, the shopping area. So yeah, that's where you'll sell that, and then you can buy your other ingredients you need. Like if you need more dirt, you can buy more dirt there. If you need more, if you need sand, because you're doing something with sand, you want sand. Like if you have some cactus, you want to make a cactus farm, you need sand for that. Go ahead and you can buy that there. Okay, so it's different things you can do to get your stuff going along. All right, I hope I explained everything. I really do. And I really hope to see you guys here, and I hope we all have fun together. And until next time, this is Optimus Prime G1. Bye!